Hello, everybody. Please forgive me. It is very cold out here, but I want to talk about millennials today. I love millennials. I am an older person, and I love millennials, but I have these people that talk about millennials a lot, and I'm not quite, well, I won't say I'm not quite sure why. I do know what the reasonings are, but millennials are, I believe, the greatest thing since sliced bread. Just like I would have hoped that when I was coming up, that the adults who were speaking with my generation would think that my generation was the best thing since sliced bread, since we're the people that, or they are at this particular space that's carrying the next generation. And a lot of times I think they get a bad rap only because the older generation are looking at them and saying the things that they don't know how to do. Well, of course they don't know how to do those things. In their particular generation, though, some of those things, not that they're obsolete, but that they are not practiced as widely as they were during our generation or the generation before mine. And so you can't, really just go off on them because you think that, well, they don't know how to do anything and they think they're entitled. Yes, they are entitled, but so are you. And you're the one that's walking around like you're not. Too afraid to be proud of yourself, too afraid to have confidence, and too afraid to just be more positive and feeling, great about yourself. Because in our generation, oh no, don't do that. You'll be arrogant, you'll be cocky, you'll be all these negative things. Well, that's not true. That's not true. And for them to feel like everything is owed to them, it is. But everything is owed to us as well, Oh, wow. That was a rock that just hit my top of my hood. That was crazy. Anyway, but we have to stop like dogging each generation or the generation, beneath us as if they are beneath us. I had a person that came to me the other day and said that their son, and this woman was even older than me, but her son works in some type of field where he has to, I guess, lay cable for his job. He absolutely was working with a millennial. The kid, I think, was about 19 years old, and he was, her son was asking him to shovel. And the guy, he asked him if he knew how to shovel. He said he did, but when he started shoveling, he was kind of like just moving the sand around, so to speak. And the guy was kind of yelling at him like, I can't believe that you don't know how to shovel. Well, why wouldn't you believe that? Not everybody knows how to frickin' shovel. It's 2018. No, there's no farms in the backyard. Some kids are growing up in apartments. Like, their lives are totally different. How are you going to yell at somebody for not knowing something? It's our job as the older generation, or somebody who even just knows something, to share it with somebody else and not to make the other person feel, bad because they don't know. That's crazy. This is what the problem is. We as the older generation have to be responsible, and we have to know that everything that people who don't know or younger that don't know it, it's our responsibility to teach them. And the same thing for the younger generation, because there's things that they know that we don't know. And for them not to be like, oh God, you're so old and you should know this. And, well, we don't, because our generation, that didn't happen in our time. So we are learning things as well. So for the younger generation, it's their job as well to teach us things that we don't know. The older and the younger both coming together. But when we don't do that thing, we make our lives so separate that it's crazy. We all have to work together. We just all have to work together. And old people, quit going off on young people because we feel like they don't know anything, or because you feel like, they're entitled. Well, they are, but so are you. And you need to get yourself together so that you can feel like you're entitled. Who especially if you believe in God or a higher power. If you believe in God or a higher power and you're not walking around like you're entitled to something, something is wrong with the connection that you have with your higher power. Let me just say that. But anyway, I digress. I just want to kind of talk about that subject, and I thank you guys for listening. Peace.